Hello, today we're just doing my first attempt at some sourdough starter, so hopefully you enjoy it and it gives you some inspo to do it yourself. So yeah, first thing I'm just going to be weighing the jar itself so I know how much water and bread flour I need to add in. So as you can tell, it was about 422 grams, and for this recipe that I found, it's about 50 grams of flour to 50 grams of water. So I'll pretty much just, once I get a measurement, I'll just take out the 422 that the jar equals, and then I'll get an accurate weighing of the ingredients. So yeah, it's quite a simple recipe. I'm very happy to try it and just to see what happens, and yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun making it. And one thing that I wish I did this time was just like honestly add a funnel when I go to add in the water and the flour, because as you can tell when you go to see it, it kind of went, there was a bit of an extra little bit of flour that again went on the table, a bit on the weighing bit, but again I got it done and I'm happy with it. So yeah, it was definitely a very fun project to do, and I'm looking forward to making some sourdough bread in the upcoming week or so when I know the starter's all good to go. Yep, and here I am just adding in approximately 50 grams of water. And yet one thing that I did do with the water, I boiled it earlier on in the day, so it was nice and clean and there was no yucky things in there that shouldn't be in there. So yep, so one thing that I would do with this one here is just give it a good mix to make sure it's not too thick, but it's kind of like a smooth paste type texture. So yeah, I just gave it a mix with a fork just because yeah, that was the only thing that was long enough for me to fit into the jar and get to the bottom. Yep, and as you can tell right here, it was still quite thick. So I managed to add in approximately another 10 grams of water, I would say, because I think when I did the original measurement, I was again about 10 grams short. I didn't realize until then. So yeah, I just quickly stuck it back on the scale, added in the extra 10 grams and mixed it, and the texture was perfect, ready to set up again. Yep, and here we are. So the pretty much last thing I've got to do is either get a clean hair tie or a rubber band and just stick it halfway up the jar, just so you can have that visual of when it rises, and just a nice fitted lid. Yep, and here we go. Yep, hello, and we're back. Yeah, this is what it looks like so far. It's kind of like a very soft slurry. So yep, this is day one. And yeah, this is my first time making sourdough starter, so we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to the process at the end. And yeah, hopefully, and when I eventually can make my sourdough bread, which I'm really excited about. And one thing that I did find that I had to do again with the scales is I think I was just out by like 5 grams of water, so I noticed it quite quickly, so I stuck the jar back on there and then added about another 5 grams of water, so the consistency is looking a lot better because you just don't want it too thick, what I found. And yep, just added like a band in the middle. I have found, even by doing all my research, and I've found what other people have done when I've made this, is putting like either a lacquer band, rubber band, whatever you have on hand, in order to kind of have like a good visual of seeing your starter rise. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that, so it'll be great. And yeah, this is my first time making it, looking forward to it. So go there. And I just added obviously this cup of water. This is a cup of water that I did I boiled this morning and had it in a bottle of water, for example. So once it was ready to use, it was room temperature, and I just stuck it in this cup and just done the right measurements. And yeah, one thing that I did find is a website that I did find that made sense to me is like 50 grams of bread flour, which is this here from Lighthouse. I got that from Woolworths. Yeah, so I just did 50 grams of that to 50 grams of water. Yeah, and I have found that I can link it in the bio, so you'll have an idea of where I got this ratio from, and it made a lot of sense. So yeah, this is just my little intro of my little journey of making sourdough starter, and eventually having vlogs of making sourdough bread and more cool things I'm definitely looking forward to. And yep, so yeah, this will be the end of my video for day 1, and I'll keep doing shorts as time goes along, and so we can see how the sourdough starter's looking. So yep, and one thing that I found is before you're using it, definitely like make sure your jar and everything is very, very clean. And I just washed it and just sanitized it before I used it. So that's one thing that I found, is definitely make this super clean before you use it. Yeah. So yeah, day 1 of my sourdough starter, and I'll again show some videos of as it's coming along, and looking forward to showing everyone. So yep, hopefully you've enjoyed this little short video of making my sourdough starter. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you like content like this, and look forward to seeing this process. I'll just stick it back on. There we go. Yep, hopefully we'll have a good day or night wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content. And yeah, hopefully you'll have a great time, and we'll see you as the process of my sourdough starter comes along. Okay, bye.